Have you ever sat down to get something done, and then somehow hours passed and you did nothing at all? You're not lazy, you're not broken, you're just caught in a silent battle, a battle called procrastination. This is the story of a boy named Jack, a boy who kept waiting for the right moment until one small lesson changed everything. Once upon a time, in a town that moved just a little too fast, there lived a boy named Jack. Jack was a dreamer. He had big goals, and one of them was to become an artist. Not just any artist, but a great one. His mind was a canvas of its own. It was filled with colors, scenes, and characters that no one else could see. He'd imagine entire stories while looking out the window, draw heroes in the corners of his notebooks, and lose himself in daydreams. But when it came time to do the work, to sit down, pick up a pencil, and create, he hesitated. "I'll do it tomorrow," he'd tell himself. "Just one more video. Maybe when I feel more motivated." And like that, the days began to slip away, one by one, quietly, without art, without progress. Every morning on his way to school, Jack would pass by an old man working on a car in his front yard. It was no ordinary car. It was a wreck, rusty, broken, forgotten by time. And every single day, Jack would see the old man bent over that car, fixing something, tinkering, wiping sweat from his forehead. To Jack, it seemed pointless. Why waste so much time on something that would never run again? One day, the school made a special announcement, an art competition. The top 10 students would receive a scholarship to study art at a prestigious academy. Jack's heart skipped a beat. This was it, his chance. He knew what he was capable of. He knew his talent. He knew he could win. Each student was given 10 days to complete their artwork using any theme they wanted. Jack felt confident. 10 days was more than enough. On the first day, he thought, "No rush. I've got time. I'll start tomorrow." On the second, "Still early. I'll think of an idea today and start tomorrow." And so the days passed. Soon, 5 days were gone, then 7, and then suddenly, it was day 9. Panic set in. Jack rushed to start. The sky was dark with clouds and rain tapped against the windows. Still, he picked up his pencil and sketched for hours. His idea was strong. His characters were finally alive on the page. But just as he began painting, the thunder roared, the lights flickered, and suddenly everything went black. The storm had knocked down a massive tree. The power was gone. There was no light, no tools, no time. His canvas remained unfinished. The next day, students lined up to present their work. Jack stood with empty hands. No drawing, no entry, no second chance. The next day, as he walked to school in the soft rain, heart heavy with regret, he passed by the same house and stopped. The old man's car was no longer a wreck. It gleamed under the morning light, freshly painted, fully restored. Beautiful. Jack stared in disbelief. The car that once looked beyond saving now looked brand new. He walked up and asked, "Sir, how did you do this? I saw you every day working on that wreck. I thought it was a waste of time." The old man smiled gently and replied, "I didn't rely on motivation, son. I relied on discipline." Jack tilted his head. "Isn't motivation the key to success?" The old man chuckled. "Motivation is a spark. It comes and goes. But discipline is fire. It burns every day, even when you don't feel like it, even when it's boring, even when no one sees. If you show up consistently, not perfectly, just consistently, one day that fire will turn rust into beauty." Jack didn't say much, but But that night, something changed. He didn't wait to feel ready. He didn't wait for inspiration. He didn't scroll for hours searching for a spark. He sat down and began to draw one line, one color, one painting. The next day, he did it again and again and again. Weeks passed, then months, and soon his room was filled with paintings, each one better than the last, each one a product of quiet, patient discipline. Eventually, Jack held his first art exhibition. People from across the city came to see his work. The boy who once waited for motivation had become the youngest rising artist in the country. We often think procrastination is a problem with time, but really, it's a problem with emotion, fear of failure, fear of not being good enough, fear of imperfection. But here's the truth. Action cures fear. Motion kills resistance. Starting even small is how you win the battle. So if you're stuck in that cycle, waiting for the right moment, stop waiting. Sand the block. 1 minute, one step, one task at a time. Because the masterpiece, it's already inside you. You just need to begin carving.